name is still Christine. The stage name is Susan. Yeah. I'll just pass the microphone over to my good third daughter. Okay, so now what you have to know at the start of this, this is a song I've written because it's a sort of special. This song sort of traces how Christine and I came to meet, and the mediator, Jean Pickett here. And what happened was at the time when Chris and I started going out, she was just fresh from college. Just a youngster. And our favourite song at the time was Sonny and Cher's I've Got You, Babe. And so I based the song around that. Oh, it's nice.
Based loosely around it.
And it fitted us because it started off with saying they say we're young, and we were, and we don't know, and we didn't. But we did find out when we grew. So here's the song. And and I play the guitar all the way through this, and I can't play the guitar.
That's all right.
That's okay, so here we go. Christ, I can't read the words there. Can we put some pillows under the words? Yeah, you hold it up for me. Okay.
Slogs down under the words, Michael.
Okay.
Should memorize it.
I've memorised it, I think, but my memory, I'm 62 now. So here we go.
Oh, you're not.
Let's see, I forgot that. Okay, here we go. Here's a little story of how paths were crossed by fate. When a change of street became a change of life. And the cute young girl at 30, when I moved to 28, was destined to become my lovely wife. In this numbers game of love, number 26 was key, where Jean Pickett lived beside our 28. At the next house right along was the princess of my song, that Jean knew was made to end up my soulmate. In 69, the Duncan clan moved up to higher ground. A home with room for all of us, our mum and dad had found. A street they dubbed the nicest one in all of Porirua. And even nicer people than that, nothing could be truer. So, bye Mungavin Avenue and hello to life. I changed to a new street and I have found me a wife. It's amazing how it happened. It isn't what I planned, but I'm glad that I stepped back and let fate play her hand. I watched Chris from our laundry as she walked past my gate. She saw me watching her and said she'd make a marvellous mate. She's got a lovely nature and with kids she's really great. And if I were you, I'd make a move before it is too late. A cute young thing, she just left school and we went on a date. The stock cars were the venue and it promised to be great. Forget the hanky-panky, cried her sister from the door. But with both our brothers in the car, I was never gonna score. I'm on Gavin Avenue and hello to life. I changed to a new street and I have found me a wife. It's amazing how it happened. It isn't what I planned, but I'm glad that I stepped back and let fate play her hand. The months went by and Chris and I became the best of friends. She even cooked me oysters at 2:30 a.m. When I got home from working on the night shift at the Dom, I'd climb her fire escape next door to tell her I was home. And up she'd get and boil a jug and cook me up a treat. While all the house was sleeping, it really was quite sweet. I never realised why it was oysters she would do. I'd tuck in and get my fill and a kiss and a cuddle too. So bye Mungavin, hello life. I changed my street and I found a wife. It's amazing how it happened. It isn't what I planned, but I'm glad that I stepped back and let fate play her hand. The marriage lines were drawn up and we were soon to wed. Our guests came in from far and wide to witness as we said, I do, and so we did in holy family cloisters. And afterwards in the bridal suite, I understood the oysters. We honeymooned in Otaki and it lasted just 2 days. Seen all of the sights by 10 and we tried 3 different ways. So back into our Austin we packed without delay and tootled off to set up home in good old Tine Bay. So by Gavin, hello life, I changed my street and I found a wife. It's amazing how it happened, it isn't what I planned, but I'm glad that I stepped back and let fate play her hand. The years went by and Chris and I produced a brood of kids. I treasure every one of them that we wouldn't trade for quids. 3 girls, 3 boys, the perfect set. They've made life lots of fun. And grandkids now are popping up. Whoops, there's another one. After 2 years, my darling, my love is all for you. We've been a team for 40 years in everything we do. And for 40 more, we'll keep it up. Our life is far from done. If you keep up Pilates and I go for a run. I'm on Gavin Avenue and hello to life. I changed to a new street and I had found me a wife. It's amazing how it happened, it isn't what I planned. But I'm glad that I stepped back and let fate play her hand. We started out with Sunny and a little bit of Cher. This song has been our anthem, we really are a pair. Forget the modern rubbish that gets passed off as a song. That duo told our story and boy they were not wrong. Now Sonny's gone, but his lyrics live on, fulfilling his prophecy. The bond of love he sang about was how it came to be. For 40 years we've sung his song and we've lived it to a T. And we're here today because I've got Chris and baby she's got me. I've got flowers in a spring. I've got you, babe, to wear my ring. I've got you, babe. That's it. That's it.